What is up, everybody? Back with another top songs here, and with this one, it's going to be my top 20 favorite King Diamond songs. So in the last video, I did my top 10 Merciful Fate songs, and with this one, got King Diamond. I am personally a bigger fan of the King Diamond band. There's a bigger body of work, and overall, I just think the albums are a bit better. And King Diamond was originally formed as 3/5 of Merciful Fate. You had King, obviously, on vocals, Break Off, and Bring Along. Timmy Hansen on bass with him and Michael Denner. They were joined by Andy LaRocque on co-lead guitar alongside of Michael, and Mickey D on the drums, who is fantastic. Just an amazing lineup on those first two albums with those guys. And other than that, you know, they've had Andy on every single album and King, of course, but the second guitar player has been a revolving door of guys throughout the years. Pete Black, who came along after the first two albums. He was on Conspiracy. He was on Them and The Eye. Great player alongside Andy. And then they had Herb Simonson for a while in the 90s. Glenn Drover, of course, on an album there in the early 2000s. And Mike Weed since like 2002. But great players no matter who they got. A lot of awesome songs. That's why I got to do top 20. Got a bunch of honorable mentions as well. Just love most of this stuff. So very tough for me to narrow down. But starting off at number 20, I'm going to go with Eastman's Cure from the 1995 album, The Spider's Lullaby. Really cool stuff. Love the guitar work. Just the melody's fantastic. 19, A Visit from the Dead from Conspiracy. I've got some of these albums to show, which Conspiracy right here from 1989. This song, it starts off a bit slow and then it builds up. And then when it breaks in around like 3 minutes to that main like heavy riff, and then King just hits that high note, it's just freaking incredible. Number 18, going to go with Halloween from Fatal Portrait, which, again, I've got this one. This is the debut album from 1986. Huge fan of this. Really love, as I said, most of the albums, but that's a great song. Number 17, I'm going to go with Behind These Walls from The Eye. Another great one. Love the keyboard intro there. Just great adds to the atmosphere. This one is my favorite King Diamond album. Just super cool stuff. Number 16, got No More Me from the Puppet Master 2003. Now this one, it's kind of a short song, but I think it's super dark and evil sounding. This whole album is just pretty creepy, and that song is freaking awesome. 15, gonna go with Black of Night from Give Me Your Soul, Please. This one, their most recent album from 2007. Some people don't really like this one too much, but I think it's a really good album. Got a lot of good stuff, which might have another couple songs from it in a minute. 14, gonna go with The Invisible Guests from Them, 1988. Now, of course, looking at these songs, a lot of great stuff on here. This one, I think Mickey D's drum sound was at its best. Just sounds incredible to me. And this song, super amazing, as all of these are. Number 13, going to go with a really underrated one, Help from the 2000 album, House of God. Only song I've got from this album. As I said, this is the one with Glenn Drover on guitar. He does a great job. Andy, of course, is there doing great as always. Super cool song. Love the guitar work. The chorus is super catchy and awesome. Number 12, going to go with The Ritual from the Puppet Master. This one has just an amazing, super heavy riff. Really, really awesome song. Number 11, going to go with The Candle from Fatal Portrait. The opening song, super dark, very evil sounding. Great song to freaking blast around Halloween. All this stuff is, but really cool song there to open up that album. Into the top 10 now. So my number 10 song, I'm going to go with Father Picard from The Eye. Again, just amazing opening riff. Pete Black and Andy LaRocque on guitar. Just incredible stuff. Love the melodies in the verses from King on vocals. Chorus is great. Number 9, Bye Bye Missy. Another one from Them, which, of course, all these are concept albums for the most part. This one, story about his grandma or whatever. Interesting stuff. A lot of great stuff on this album. But yeah, that was my number 9. So number 8, I'm going to go with the Puppet Master title track. It's amazing stuff. That album I actually did previously rank very high in my King Diamond album, like discography ranking. I put it at number 2. Maybe at this point I would drop it down a spot or two, but still one of my top 5 King Diamond albums for sure. And that came out in 2003. So really great modern stuff there from King. And at number 7, I'm going to go with another pretty modern one from their most recent album. I'm going to go with The Floating Head from Give Me Your Soul 2007. So this one, again, super awesome opening riff. Love just the riffs all the way throughout. When it gets to the verses, Love the vocal melodies, and the riff going in the background there is just super cool. Number 6, I'm going to go with The Possession from Abigail. Amazing song, super heavy, super dark, just the riff, amazing, freaking awesome stuff. And my top 5, so I'm going to go with, at number 5, The Exorcist from Voodoo 1998. Now this one is a super cool song, got the bells going to add to the atmosphere, super dark, amazing riff again. A lot of the same stuff could be said about these songs, but number 4, going to go with Sleepless Nights from Conspiracy. Awesome song, got a cool music video. Love when King's hitting those high notes, just super cool. Number 3, going to go with Charon from Fatal Portrait, debut again here in 1986. I've always loved this song. Starts off with the screams from King, then it goes into that riff, which is awesome. Number 2, got another song from Abigail. Going to go with the opening, just combination of Funeral into the song Arrival. Funeral is just some of like the darkest, most evil stuff you'll hear. And then just a little intro track for like a minute and a half and transitions into Arrival, which just incredible. I saw that in concert back in 2019. Amazing. And my number 1 has been, for as long as I can remember, got to go with The Trial, Chambre, Ardente, or Chambre, Ardente, however it's pronounced. But The Trial is what I refer to the song as. Super cool, very dark. Love the riff. King does a bunch of different voices on this one. He's telling the story, and voices like the girl and then the guy that's running the trial, just super awesome. And just the guitar work, the riffs, everything about the song is amazing. So that is my number 1. And as I said, I got a bunch of honorable mentions listed down right here. Going to run through them. The title track from the Voodoo album is super cool, very close to making it. Welcome Home is great. Never Ending Hill, No Presents for Christmas. Give Me Your Soul, Black Hill Sanitarium, Trick or Treat. 2 from the Graveyard, which is a pretty good album from 1996. The Lake is awesome. Eye of the Witch, Burn, The Poltergeist, 6 Feet Under, Loa House, House of God. So I could keep going. Tons of great songs in the discography of King Diamond. I rank them my 5th favorite band ever, so love all the stuff. And those were my top 20 songs. Would like to see yours. As usual, give it to me in the comments. Always like reading that stuff. And as usual, thank y'all for watching. Till next time.